Alright you guys, with this video and this intro, I'm honestly not going to waste any time and I'm just going to jump straight into it. I'm sure most of you watching this video, one way or another, have seen some headlines in the news saying that Zion Williamson may already want out of New Orleans and the Pelicans organization. And you know, I can honestly say from watching the NBA over the course of the last couple of years that I did expect some news and headlines to break along these lines with Zion Williamson during his tenure with the Pelicans. But the fact that these headlines are already starting to surface and this man is not even 20 years old yet and he has yet to play more than 85 games in the NBA is one of, if not the most ridiculous thing I have seen in this league in a very long time. You know, in this video, we're really just going to get into what we know about this situation, what we think of it, and what is going to come out of it going forward. Because honestly, if this is true, it would have a monumental shift on the landscape of the NBA over the next few years, and on top of this, it would be something that we have never seen before in NBA history. But before we go any further, I'm going to stop this video right now and give any of you newcomers to the channel 5 seconds to go down below and subscribe. Believe me, for any of you that have never been here before, you will not regret hitting this button, as we are coming out with brand new NBA videos on a daily basis, you guys, covering almost any NBA topic that you can possibly think of. So thank you to each and every one of you guys that do this for me. I really do appreciate it more than anything in the world. But let's keep going with this video. Now, for any of you who have clicked on this and have absolutely no idea what I am talking about throughout the first minute of this video, let me be the first person to tell you that apparently through the grapevine, and by through the grapevine I mean through a report from Shams of The Athletic, that through a direct quote that the Pelicans have been unable to put together the right elements to make rising star Zion Williamson and his family happy in New Orleans. Which, yes, I think it is very obvious and easy to tell for pretty much any NBA fan that the Pelicans have not been able to put an all-around competent team around Zion Williamson to make a playoff push. As in his first year, may I remind you, a season that he played 24 games in, the team went 30-42 and finished 13th in the Western Conference, which was then followed up by his sophomore season where Zion played 61 games and this team finished with a 31-41 record and 11th place in the Western Conference. So yeah, you guys, according to the direct quote from Shams himself, it is safe to say the right elements have not been put around Zion so far. And apparently, Zion Williamson's family is not happy that a team 2 years later, after having the #1 pick in the 2019 NBA draft, has not made the playoffs with 2 opportunities. I'm really hoping that sounds just as ridiculous to you guys as it does to myself when I say it. Because you guys, when I see headlines and stories like this, my brain literally cannot handle processing this information. Because yes, I know Zion Williamson is a once-in-a-generation type player, and the last 2 years for the Pelicans haven't been the best. I think, again, we can all confidently say this. But you mean to tell me that Zion Williamson's family is already adamant about him leaving the New Orleans Pelicans because he was drafted #1 to a rebuilding team 2 years ago and they have not been able to make the playoffs while they're in their rebuilding process? Like, am I processing this right? Are you guys seeing this as I am? Because if this is actually true and Zion Williamson is siding with his family in terms of leaving the Pelicans, it's one thing for a player this young in age to already be trying to do something like this. It's another for, like I said before, a once-in-a-generational type of player like Zion Williamson to be trying to push something like this so quickly. Because don't get me wrong, if Zion Williamson does have some frustration with this organization, I can definitely see where it would be coming from. Because again, as he is not even 21 years old right now, he is averaging 26.7 rebounds and 3 assists throughout his NBA career so far. And because of this team not being built in the best way possible around Zion, they obviously have not seen the success that they had been hoping for up until this point. But you guys, let's just jump into the shoes of the Pelicans front office to kind of see what they have been dealing with in this situation. Because essentially the Pelicans won the lottery in the 2019 draft as they got the #1 pick even though they only had a 6% chance to do so. It starts off right here where they get blindsided by the fact that they are going to be able to select Zion Williamson, which gave this team the 2019 free agency period to try and get some pieces that they would think would fit around Zion appropriately. But again, they were trying to build this team around Zion at the time with no physical experience of actually playing with him. This was only based off of watching him in college. And of course, this team was not successful Zion's first year in the NBA, and it probably had a lot to do with the fact that he did again only play 24 games in his rookie year. So obviously, season 1 was not a success. So now let's jump into season 2, where again, the Pelicans don't have a lot of experience with Zion Williamson, but they can use what they have seen so far to kind of push their offseason efforts and build a team around him. And of course, as the Pelicans finished with a 31-41 record in the 2021 season, we can also chalk up season #2 as unsuccessful. But essentially, when you look at the entire situation of the New Orleans Pelicans, this team has had 1 year to try to build a team around Zion, and it didn't work. And you mean to tell me, off of essentially 1 year where they had an offseason to work around Zion with experience and they didn't do anything with it, and his family is already head above heels trying to get him out of this organization? Like, I don't know, you guys. When you look at the entire situation and how ridiculous it sounds, I'm not buying a single second of it. Again, I know the report did come from The Athletic and Shams, one of the top 2 reporters in the NBA, so it definitely has some credibility behind it in that sense. Besides the fact of this actual report coming out from Shams himself, we have not heard anything from Zion's family directly. We also have not heard anything directly from Zion Williamson about this situation since these headlines broke. So I don't know, you guys. Honestly, if you ask me about this situation, I'm gonna tell you it's probably just a huge scam and clickbait, because I truthfully just don't see a situation where Zion Williamson only being with the Pelicans for really 1 whole year and not seeing a playoff appearance has him and his family up in flames trying to get out of the city as fast as they possibly can. I don't know, you guys, call me crazy, you might think otherwise, I'm just giving you my opinion on the situation. But with that, and going through this video, I'm also very curious to hear what you guys have to say about this situation too. So please leave your feedback in the comments down below. Do you think this situation with Zion's family is true? Do you think it is the farthest thing from the truth? I'm really curious to hear what you have to say. And if this is true, we need to see the New Orleans Pelicans act fast over the course of the next couple of seasons, and I'm really hoping they do, but the time may be ticking for Zion's tenure in New Orleans, and they gotta step on it either way. But on another note, you guys, I'm really hoping you did enjoy the video, and if you did, don't forget to go down below, leave a like on it, and subscribe as well while you're down there. I've said it before, and I will say it again, you guys, brand new NBA videos on a daily basis around here. Trust me, you don't want to miss what we got coming on the channel going forward. But once again, I just wanted to say thank you to each and every one of you for watching. I appreciate y'all more than anything in the world. You all know this. And without further ado, I will see you guys in the next video.